Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed the first faux calligraphy tutorial. Hopefully you've had a little practice on how to do faux calligraphy at home. The next tutorial, this one, is about how to put your faux calligraphy practice into a frame. So you could choose a quote or someone's name, something that resonates with you, particularly at the moment. Obviously we're all going through stressful different times to usual, so you might fancy choosing a quote that represents how you're feeling at the moment. As you can see from the work on this table, we've got a printout that you'll be getting with this tutorial, or a couple of these printouts. So this will help you, especially this one, this will help you with just some words that you can trace over if you want to get a practice of how to form letters, how to form words, and to give you some ideas of words that you could use, or just to give you inspiration. Inspiration obviously comes from anywhere. You can go on Pinterest and get lots of ideas, or on Instagram. I'm sure you've got plenty of ideas of things that you might like to write. If you are struggling for ideas, then you can choose like a nice quote book. This one I love, it's got some really nice quotes in it. Some of them are a bit long maybe to go in the frame, but you can always shorten the quotes if you want to. This is by Lisa Congdon, who is an amazing letterer. So I really recommend the quotes that she has in her books, and her work is just beautiful. What I'll do is I'll just start by showing you the frame size that myself and Farida would use in our lettering classes that we do at CREATE98. What we do is we leave a 1.5 inch gap around the outside so that it leaves enough room for you to illustrate your frame. If you want to do botanical illustrations, or you want to illustrate it however you like, then that is totally up to you. But we like to leave a little bit of room so that you can illustrate it however you would like to. And then I'm going to choose the word bloom to write for you now, and just to show you how I would do that. I would always recommend doing it in pencil first, so that you can rub out any amendments, and just go quite lightly when you do it, because it's easier to rub out. So I'll start with the letter B. I'm going to go quite big because it's got to fill up the frame, and I'm only writing one word. But this is why it's important to kind of get the composition right before you go on to using your fine liner, to make sure you get the spacing right. And mine might not be perfect because I'm just doing it on a whim. And you can get this frame printout as part of the download, so you don't have to draw it out yourself. But if you do want to draw it out yourself, then as I said, it's a 1.5 inch frame around the outside if you want to, but that's not, you don't have to. So I'll start off like that. I mean, it's not totally straight. You can obviously, I would recommend, or for Farida as well, Farida, who I do the workshops with, we'd recommend that you do maybe, you can even use a ruler for whatever word you choose to write, just so that you know it's definitely going to be nice and straight, but you don't have to. And then start off going over with your fine liner, or you can use Posca pens. These are 0.7mm thick. I would say any fine liner or paint pen like a Posca is perfect for this. This is 0.7, but you could use slightly less. You could use a 0.5 would be good. And then you just want to go around the outside of your pencil marks. And then you want to fill in your downstrokes. And then fill those in. And you can use any colours that you like, it doesn't have to be black. So these are your downstrokes. These are your downstrokes and these are your upstrokes. You just want to fill in the downstrokes. So then you continue on like that. And what you can do is once you've written your word in or your quote, you can then illustrate your quote in your frame. Farida and I, we suggest that people use you can use Posca pens, or we always take along watercolour pencils as well to the workshops that we host. So these ones are Arteza, Arteza watercolour pencils. These are quite reasonable on Amazon. You can get more expensive ones like Faber-Castell, that might be pronounced actually, but these are perfectly suitable and such a lovely array of colours as well, and very, very simple to use, so I would definitely recommend using those as well. I would say that to learn how to do the around the outside doing illustrations, you'll get a printout of some illustrations that I've done, but you can also look at really, really good books that are available like on Amazon and other shops as well. But this Botanical line drawing book by Peggy Dean is amazing and gives you really, really good step-by-step guides on how to draw flowers. So these are very, very useful. So that's Peggy Dean. And any of the floral books by Ali Koch are very, very good as well. Really, really lovely books. So I would definitely recommend these if you would like to do floral illustrations, which is what Farida and I have been focusing on with our workshops at the moment. So really, really good books that you can find, and also more on lettering as well. This is a really good book on different types of lettering and modern calligraphy to get started. And this is by yeah, well, I will find that out and I'll make sure that it's in the notes. So that's a really, really good book as well. And also, if you would like to use watercolour pencils, we would definitely recommend that you use smooth watercolour paper. This is smooth because then, it's just the perfect texture for, using the watercolour pencils. It sometimes isn't the cheapest, but you can get good deals online. So I would definitely recommend using that. It's really, really good quality and very, very good for using watercolour pencils. For more inspiration on quotes, I had this one at home anyway, but again, just any quote books that you've got, are perfect for thinking about things that you want to incorporate into your frame. This is one I picked up just from TK Maxx, and it's just like a silly one, just with lots of different quotes in it. It's really cute. There's lots of lovely little things in here. So, they can be, you can use an inspirational quote, or you could just have something that's really fun. So that's it really. But just to say that myself and Farida, who is Sketchy Sister Southend on Instagram, I also do the workshops with her, and she's an amazing illustrator who also produces brilliant lettering and illustration and does the workshops alongside me. So please check her out as well, and please get in touch if you have any questions.